this, and it's actually pretty. It actually needs this win in a way.
No, because how do you work out the structure, the timing, the lanes, all of this? Just it becomes a lot more random.
The SF. Now the other three that they have, the other two cores that they haven't really built that. It's actually pretty on. And okay, so they go for the sinking. So straight needs this win in a way.
No.
In lanes, and you said it, dude. Look at who's playing AA.
Yeah, it's gonna be Sumail. It's actually the mid-ancient apparition.
Mid-AA.
But we don't. I'm not going to actually lock myself into this because we've seen players swapping time and time again in this tournament. In fact, I think I've seen more player swaps in this tournament than I've actually seen in other tournaments recently.
It's people used to run it mid. Like Dandy was a big one who originally. There, you're able to really do a lot. Like you just get the chilling touch onto your Earth Spirit, and then you do cold feet, and it's kind of just lock him down quite easy. So,
yeah,
boom, and wait for it. Check this out, guys.
The timing. No.
Oh wait, there's towers now. That's right.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
And look at that dirty American money. Dirty American money.
It's still same level. Oh. They just shy of it? No, they get it. It's same level. Alright, this is interesting. I hope that they actually do keep Sumail production. So yeah, it is Sumail playing Ancient Apparition, so Toby God calling that one from the first pick.
I'm not gonna claim that. You know what I do, Red? Every time the draft comes up, I was like, I'm going to call out one of the most randomest possible things ever, and if it happens, yeah, I can be praised, but normally, it never friggin' happens. Aww, bananas!
So they're just leaving Universe in a 1v1 versus the Broodmother, it seems, and they're going for some type of aggro thing with the Sanking with the Stout Shield, so he's going for just this tanky kind of build, rather than
I'm going to be terrible. I'm sorry for everyone. I checked all my settings apart from this one before we started today.
What's that? Camera speed?
Yep.
Noob.
I'll be your observer for this first two series, so don't piss me off, or else we're going to go TT to us this entire bloody game.
I have my own camera. I'm fine. You can do whatever you want over there.
He's like, screw the viewers. We don't care what you see.
This is going to be very peculiar. Like, it's a very bizarre draft coming out from Clutch, but when you've got nothing to lose, why not?
Wait, hang on. So Sumail takes the start. Arteezy has the Iron Talon.
Oh, so he's just gonna straight jungle, and we're gonna have Sanking matchup versus the Broodmother? Okay, so they're waiting to see where they expect the Brood to be, and so Zai's gonna actually play kind of like the core Sanking in a way, and Arteezy's just gonna straight jungle, and they're gonna move around the map with crit.
I'm not against this. The flash farm you can get from a Venomancer, it's a lot easier on the Dire side though. And I always get a little bit iffy when you've got to do it with just like these two camps.
It's pretty good here. This was the spot where it originated from when people were doing it with like the Blightstone build before. This was actually quite a long time ago when the Iron Talon first got added.
I just remember the way it was Honey. Honey did it during the qualifiers for Kiev, and this spot right here on the Dire side, like just right at the box, and you can get him in here, and you're able to just farm the Ancients as well. The one creeps which didn't get massively nerfed. Sumail, troublesome for him. Has to create a little bit of space as Boombucks. Got a nice fissure block onto this Ancient Apparition, who's currently out CSing an SF.
He should. He has much higher base damage with a null.
59 plus 3 to the 46 plus 3.
Yeah. That's why he was used to be picked like there. He was one of the better. He has a great animation for attacking too. And it's like if you want to walk up and last hit, you cold feet every time that they're walking up to last hit. So they're like, do I want to get frozen? Do I want to get stunned? Or do I want to just back off? And majority of the time you want to back off instead of getting that stun on you.
So many creeps for Sumail to attempt to deny, but he's come in so close to fidget block. Boombucks can actually body block him the rest of the way. The cold feet's on the SF, but Sumail is committed into the engagement.
Beautiful block. This is the big playmaker for Clutch is Boombox. Every time I see them have success, it's him just running around making the plays. And they don't really need to help their safe lane too much. That's why they're, it's just a Mirana 1v1. He's probably going to suffer in the last hitting department versus a Void at the start because Mirana's animation and damage is quite garbage at the start, to be quite frank. but they don't have to help him. Says he's not a threat by any like type of aggro. So CM can just jungle and Earthshaker kind of move around until they want to get some levels.
All right, Arteezy has found the. Well, I was going to say, I don't know if this is really the mid ground or not. It wasn't it you that was telling me the faster way to actually jungle with a Venomancer is actually not with Iron Talon.
The Blightstone is, I think, it's like a little bit faster, but it's barely even then. I think the Iron Talon is just fine. At least it gives you armor and stuff, so it's like when you do get hit by the neutrals, you at least are able to tank through that a little bit more.
He's going to do both anyway. The Courier's coming out with the Clarity, the Blightstone, and a TP scroll.
Yep.
So his timing managed to be really, really nice, because when you get this, normally looking to do some level of push, and TPing up towards the top lane when the 5-minute mark hits, Universe should be very close to his level 6 at that point as well.
And he gets a regen rune too for Arteezy, so jungling is going to be enhanced even more.
Lucky duck. Boombox is looking for another fissure block, and Darmel starts with raise number 1. Here comes your rolling boulder forward from Crypt. The kick is nice, keeping Boombox out. Narmel doesn't really feel like he's got the power for this. In fact, he doesn't. Sumail will find the kill.
So much damage between them from Chilling Touch.
Now, it's so hard for us to have to get out of that lane, even with boots. Like walking on top of the Vortex. Like, I know it's only a 15% slow, but the SF looked like a slug.
I mean, the thing is that they did kill Sumail, but take a look at this creep score, man. It's 4-1 on a Shadow Fiend to a 21-12 Ancient Apparition. So he's actually getting dominated right now in the mid lane.
I'm still not certain how that happened. Like, he had a wave. Like, it was basically 2 waves of creeps come underneath the tower. And Shadow Ray should get you, like, kill secure.
Sumail is a incredibly good laner. That is the thing. He is... We've always argued about it, or not even argued, we've always stated it, that he is probably one of the best, if not the best laner, period. And, you know, like I said, the cold feet can actually deter you from getting a lot of CS. You get cold feet on you, you can't just, like, walk up and freely last hit.
Crit, trying to protect the Arcane Rune, he won't be able to do so, he'll have to take it himself. Zai is actually having a really good lane against this Brood, 17-0 to the 26-4 of the Sand King. Obviously, SK is one of the best laners in the game at the moment for the off.
Yeah, I mean, he's very good versus Broodmother, very good versus any melee hero, and a couple of those might be some Broodlings, so it's maybe a little bit inflated. I think the big thing also for the mid lane is that the Shadow Fiend, he's scared of this.
Yeah.
Exactly, like he gets Chilling Touched, or he gets cold feeted, and he's at risk of just dying if he gets rolled on.
They're turning around to fight. Boombox has himself a fissure, but Crit can still roll himself out of this if he wants to, and with the cold feet and the follow-up kick, he goes back into it, takes the cold feet hit, and Crit barely makes it onto the radiant side of the cliff.
Arcane Rune for the win. How's Artur doing? Level 4, almost level 5, now he's on the Ancients. Did he just actually get...
Yeah, he
killed him right away?
He just solo killed him. It was just vortex into Ice Blast.
I didn't think he was going to walk back up. He was so low. I thought he was going to go back to base as the Shadow Fiend.
Nothing I saw was out the corner of my eye that happened. Smoke's going to break. Crit is reading Boombox's movement perfectly. He doesn't actually see it, however. So they trigger the 5-minute shrine.
I think that they were both just shrining there. That was a little bit of a lucky little rotation.
With the nighttime vision from Crit, he didn't see him.
Yeah.
What's coming out the Courier? So
Gloves of Haste and a Raindrop, right?
Is it the Midas?
Yeah, I would. I mean, he's a mid AA. Why not?
Yeah, it's the old school build.
Yeah.
Sumail's in trouble. He can Ice Blast, and actually he just goes on top of the SF. If the cold feet trigger, he should shatter.
He's dead.
One more tick. Oh, he goes just below the percentage.
Okay. They get a good amount of experience for killing Sumail and some good gold chunk, but Sumail getting the return kill. Nobody's there to claim the experience from the Shadow Fiend, but this is almost a level 7 AA versus a level 5 Shadow Fiend. So definitely some problems for CG this mid lane.
Fly Solo's coming up to try and stop Arteezy from farming. But thanks to his Plague Wards, like, there's no way Crystal Maiden can really reach him without putting herself in real peril. And if she could, like, Arteezy is so low already. He's at 100 HP just farming. This is the confidence he has. He'll get the extra life now from the Shrine on the top. At least the Brood's been catching up in CS. 48 now for Rappy. Starting to creep skip out against Zai.
Yeah, he's doing very well controlling his Broodlings. He's actually only lost 1 so far in this lane. I thought he'd lost a bit more, but thankfully, thanks to our little cat gold tracker here.
Well, yeah, you're watching it closely.
I am watching the gold tracker. I will update it once I see more of them killed, but I don't think you want to see, one Bruthlin killed, guys. So, mid lane, Boomback's in trouble. Dead.
God, Ice Blast. It's a kill secure. Like, almost every single time. I'm not certain how you're meant to go against it. They don't have a save from Clutch.
Yeah, they have no save, and it's actually a absurd amount of damage with the Ice Vortex, with the Cold Feet. We mentioned it during the draft, like the amount of magic damage that EG does have is insurmountable. The Ice Vortex, Cold Feet, and you just have to back off. If you get stunned, you're dead. Ice Blast will kill you under the Ice Vortex.
And now he's 1,700 net worth in front of the Shadow Fiend.
That's absurd.
Shadow Fiend has gone into the jungle to start farming up. Obviously, you've had some really good rotations coming in from the Earth Spirit, but Samael's having the time of his life. Once he picks up that hand of Midas, he'll start going up further, and Arteezy has taken nothing from the lanes, experience included. So you basically, it almost feels like a 4-core strat. Like Arteezy is third on net worth at the moment. The lowest one is the offlaner, which is Universe.
Solo.
Universe has his Chrono. Yep, Samael, well, there goes your little ice out, and now Chronosphere perfectly on the Shadow Fiend. The Cold Feet, well, SF's going for. Boombox is also chilled up, so even the regeneration they thought they might want to have, they can't really have it. Cold Feet damage tick will do the work.
Oh my god.
And Samael gets a double kill.
So you know how we were saying there might not be a level 25 AA? I don't think the game will go that far now, that's the problem, but the damage potential from Cold Feet with the 7-second cooldown, it's always up. Like every single time they try to go, he gets like 2 Cold Feets on them once he gets the turnaround. The raindrop got fully expended there though, so it paid off right away.
You know, I think the game may actually go that far just because EG's ability to kill off buildings, like, actually it's relying on the play quartz, which Clutch currently don't have an easy way to get rid of.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they can just park in the front lines and they don't really have, I mean, they have good magic damage, but we saw what happened in some of the previous series when Arteezy played Venom, they just park right there, and if they try to go on him, they counter-initiate.
I was watching the bottom lane because I thought Rappy was going to kill off Zai, but Rappy, no, he'll live barely. But again, there was another kill from Samael. The Shadow Fiend will fall.
Yep, just rolling boulder into boulder smash. I caught the end of it. I just didn't say anything because I'm slow and stupid.
Rappy has got to have a crack here at Zai. Like, Zai's just tanking through his harassment. Like, the spawn spiderlings, he's throwing it into the Sand King, and now he is losing a lot more spiders on the lane because he's committing to kill off the SK.
Yep.
But SK's regeneration, 12.3 a second, having both the Soul Ring plus the Ring of the Ring of Health.
Arteezy has a Veil already with this lineup, this composition. Oh, AA Blast.
I was hoping for Rappy to initiate. But Zai doesn't have his Epicenter. He already committed it previously.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, going back to the Veil really quick, just Veil in this lineup is, dude, they have so much spell damage. And even Sumail takes the spell amplification at 10 on AA, so on top of the 30% increased magic damage, he's going to have 38%. That's going to be absurd.
They're getting ready to fight top. 14 seconds until you get the Chronosphere up. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is available. And Fly Solo, Gabby, and Boombox, they're all grouping up. Here comes the Ice Blast all the way up to the north. And on top of the tower, it's not going to hit on anyone. It does chill on the Crystal Maiden, who faces what it's going to find Solo a little bit further out. Moonlight Shadow being used as protection to get him back behind the tower. And Chronosphere. Universe will just commit one more hit. No, he doesn't even get a time lock. He time dilates. Nope, doesn't even have that. Fly Solo on 33 HP will live. Meanwhile, Boom back underneath the tower. Gets the fissure off. Arteezy and Crit trying to fight this one out, and they're able to do so. The Plague will give them the vision. And the Crystal Maiden was able to TP herself all the way back home.
At least the Moonlight Shadow saved somebody, but not Armel in the mid lane. Arcane Rune AA, you can actually pretty much like double Cold Feet people. 4.9 second cooldown, and it freezes them for...
Gabby,
it freezes them for 3.5.
Leap, Gabby. Leap. Leap before you get time locked to Oblivion. He's trying to battle Universe.
The bait.
The bait to what? What's he baiting? No one's coming. Bait normally means you have a follow-up. Follow, you're just going to commit. Yeah, Fly Solo's just going to commit the ulti. It's not enough to kill off Arteezy. Not what Chris said to actually get the Assassin Fly Soul. Ice Blast connects, and then with the poison sting damage, he will die. He has 9 kills, 2 deaths. And those 2 deaths happened all at the very beginning.
He's level 12, and he's going to have Ags incredibly. I thought maybe for a second he might go down, but no, he's just going to go for the Ags build because they have the global potential from the from him, but with the Chronosphere paired up and with Venomancer. Aghanims plus a Veno ulti, pretty much anybody's dead. Actually, anybody is dead because of how over-level they are if they get hit by both.
How are they meant to stop this, though? Like, should it have been a different laning? Should Gabby have done rotations with arrows to try and catch out the Ancient Apparition? Like, the Fissure play was definitely working, but...
I think that the problem is that the Mirana is not a strong core hero. That's why we're not really seeing it played so often. And when it is, it's played like sometimes in the mid lane, but...
Gabby's dead.
Gabby's just actually dead to this.
Yeah.
There's no way he survives.
He gets hit by Veil, Gale, and Nova.
The Shrine, actually. He could make it in time.
Oh, they're triggering it. He stopped for half a second.
He has to watch out for the Ice Blast.
Ice Blast goes to the right. Yep, he will survive. They'll burn the Shrine for it.
Yeah, the thing is that their lane adjustments were probably just a dodge in a way, but it seemed like EG was kind of like moving around trying to decide where the lanes were, but they get the matchups that they wanted. EG wanted exactly this. They wanted the Sand King bottom versus Broodmother, Arteezy to jungle, Void top lane versus Mirana, Earthshaker, CM. And all 3 lanes are...
They're going mid again.
Going lane.
Okay, yep. Shadow Fiend has 4k net worth to the 7.4k now of the Ancient Apparition. Universe got that last hit.
Sumail switched his build.
He did. He's
going Maelstrom. Spell damage and get some potential to farm and push waves out. He's going to actually be like a damage dealing core rather than just relying on his ultimate.
It's the push power, right? So how do EG actually approach it, apart from just continuously killing off CG until they're like at an unstoppable point? How do you take the high ground?
Just slow siege with a Venomancer front. You hope that they walk in. You hope that you get CG out and you just take a team fight and you kill them and then you take the tower. It's not just going to be some like sieging type of game. It's kill them, all dead. That's your potential to siege because they don't have greatest one like you mentioned.
Well, Zion's almost finished taking this bottom tower. Sand King versus Broodmother. A Broodmother off lane that is incapable of taking a tier 1 tower. Like, they're both as low as each other.
I was going to show the Spiderling kills, but it actually seemed to have reset somehow, so... Not going to show it for you guys this time, but it was... He has gotten bottom lane.
Slam. Maybe there's enough damage here. SK. You know, the hilarious thing is, he killed off, like, I think 20 Spiderlings just before he died because of Caustic.
Yeah.
But Boombox still. Blink Dagger reveal.
That's a very early Blink Dagger coming out for him. He has Naked Blink. Boots Blink. I actually did not expect him to have it this early from the net worth that he has listed. But just banking his gold, going for that. Top lane, Gabby could be in some trouble. They don't have the Chrono though, nor any reveal, so he should be just fine.
Shadow bottom lane survive. Yeah, bottom lane crit turns on the magnetize.
Oh no, goodbye.
But he has no vision.
Does he get another magnetize tick? Gets him.
Really? It's Sumail that gets the kill.
That Spell Amp talent is pretty much what gave it to him there. 8% Spell Amp plus his level 2 ultimate just pushes him literally right over the edge on the last tick.
Gabby's going to finish his TP out. Universe won't see him in time. They were even scanning to have a look. Damn. No, I thought EG would be coming out very confident in this game, but I wasn't expecting this level.
Yeah, I mean, this is some insane stuff. I mean, Sumail is level 15 already.
Forest Strike into the epicenter. Ice Blast is coming. He doesn't have to go too far. Flies solo. Actually walks not into it. They're all on the edge, so Zai will fall and CG are thrown a bone by evil geniuses.
Bit of a late thrown ultimate from Sumail there. Zai wanted to commit. He looked like he was pinging it out, but not sure if they got the proper communication there right away. But either way, yeah, good little response there from CG. This is pretty much how they have to play to come back into the game. Just sit behind your cores, wait for EG to make mistakes for the time being because of the... I mean, particularly the Shadow Fiend. Pretty much sit behind the Shadow Fiend because when you draft a Shadow Fiend in this type of lineup, he is your saving grace, but when he's so shut down, there's only one way to get him back in the game, and that is baby him.
Baby him and let him farm. He'll actually buy up a 4-star of his own, so they're trying to find a counter towards the Cold Feet, as well as the heavy amount of slows which come in from EG.
I'm pretty hyped for this AA though. He's going Dragon Lance and Hurricane Pike next, so that should be pretty
Top
cool.
lane. Oh, mid-leap!
The AA blast
She is
coming
in
too.
mid-air. Finally, she hit the ground, but yep, the Ice Blast is on the way. Gabby TP, they can even let him complete that, but Crit will take the glorious kill. Everyone wants a little bit of money.
Arteezy's almost got an Aghanims too.
How much damage does he actually do? There's a plus 30 health regen.
Yep.
On the Ancient Apparition. So he does damage, he regens like a beast.
The magic damage just in general on the side of EG is ridiculous, the potential that they have.
Fly Solo's trying to fight, but into the middle of 4 Plague Lords. He knows there's no hope here. Gets hit by Gale. There was no Ice Blast on the way, which may have been his other major concern.
Straight up recovery mode for CG, just trying their best to find farm wherever possible, without really showing in lanes either. It's like every time they show in lanes, it's like stun, Ice Blast, dead. Chrono, Ice Blast, dead.
The other one who's had success with that is the Invis Master. That's the Broodmother on the bottom lane, but you look at his build. Echo Saber, Hand of Midas. Does he really become their physical damager for the team if SF is incapable of doing so?
They need BKBs to fight into EG, and even then it's tough because you're playing versus a Chronosphere.
So you just get locked down. And Ice Blast still goes through it, right? Like, you still get the debuff.
You still get the debuff, but you don't take the damage, nor can you shatter until BKB ends.
Aghanim's is done for Arteezy.
Yeah, his damage is only 120 per second for 16 seconds. That's way more health than anybody has on the side of CG so far.
If he actually completes the Blink Dagger as well, which he's going to, nothing's really going to stop this. There's no way Clutch can even slow him down. Like,
they can't fight.
Spiralings from Rappy under webs is the only thing that's probably going to cancel his Blink.
Yeah. I mean, they just plain old cannot fight this lineup of EG. They have to catch some, like, split off, get some pickoffs, but even then it's very difficult.
Now, you know what Boombox wants? He wants the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Sumail would be worth so much money at the moment.
They're just gonna, I mean, like you touched on it a bunch of times. EG's push is not the greatest. They need to just accrue such an advantage that they can just brute force it or take a fight and then just take the buildings after that. But it's still gonna be quite a bit of time for that to happen.
I don't know if Zai just misclicked or not. He was TPing towards the mid to join. Yeah, I think he misclicked. He TP'd towards the mid to join the Earth Spirit for the smoke with Ancient Apparition. Now this doesn't happen.
I think it might have gotten called for him to stop it though, because if they show nobody in the lanes, then it's like something's up, you know. So if he's just showing bottom, then it gives a little bit more liberty for this movement to actually be successful.
Sumail, they're coming in. Earthshaker hit already. So much damage.
His right click with the chilling touch, with the spell amplification and the maelstrom. Look at that. It's 800 damage in the span of like 2 seconds from an AA.
And they don't have to commit any major ultimates. Like, it's a crit kick and it's a vortex with chilling touch. That's all. You've still got Epicenter. You've still got Faceless Void. And now you're going to get more money from Spiderlings.
He's gotten a lot of gold from Spiderlings this game. I can show the counter right now. I believe it's double what it's going to show right now because it reset, but I'm going to show it really quickly for you guys anyway.
So 681 gold, 51 spiders, and 48 of them onto the SK.
Yeah, I think he had about 400 gold from the previous time.
Oh, he got the ulti off. Ice Blast will not connect. Universe gonna solo. Okay, yeah, that's just harsh. Like, that is harsh on a Crystal Maiden.
Is Boombax gonna die? Boombax dead. He did not have a TP to TP out after that Venom Gale ultimate.
Really?
Yeah, he just gets ticked down nice and slowly to the Veil Aghanims.
Oh boy.
At least the Cormorant was able to get out.
So well played. Goes inside the Sandstorm, actually cancelling the Broodmother from being able to walk inside her own webs. Now Universe back in again, looking for the kill on the Shadow Fiend. Zai comes in closer. Crit does die for that kill.
Worth. The way they get towers is through killing these heroes, so they can at least pressure a little bit off of this. But still need to be a bit careful versus CG when they have number advantage.
The full Hurricane Pike just arrived for Sumail.
Nice.
And he's
almost level 18. He actually might get level 25 this game, dude. I'm pretty excited for it. 4 charges of Cold Feet, that's like a ravage.
But with his build, plus 100 chilling touch damage seems to make a little bit more sense.
It could be good. Yeah, I think both could be good this game.
Like, we were looking for the basically Cold Feet ravage, but in this matchup, plus 100 damage.
Especially when they have a Void as well. Like throwing it on your Void plus 100 is a lot. Void is not really the biggest damage dealer. He does have a Shadow Blade and he is getting to be a bit more online, but with that plus 100, when you get to, it's quite a ways away, so we'll get there when we get there.
Arteezy's trying to solo Roshan. Finally someone has come in that can tank Roshan for him. He was taking so much damage from this. Goodbye, Earth Spirit. Looks like no Echo Slam, just an arrow catching crit unawares.
Some Fissure, Enchant Totem, Arrow. He was just on his own, he was just making space for the Roche more than likely, trying to make it look like not everybody's off the map.
Flycell is trying to find the only place he can farm. He's got an Observe Ward to protect him, but Zai triggers Invis, finds Flysolar.
Waiting for the AA blast, he's pinging it, telling him where to go.
It's coming. Like, actually, let's just follow the blast. All the way in, pinpoint accuracy.
Goodbye, Crystal Maiden.
It was nice knowing you. 13-2-2 now over on the Ancient Apparition. With an Aegis Immortal to back him up, I don't even know if he really needs that.
Yeah. You know how you ruin stats? You pick mid AA and you do this. Nox and Nahaz are going to be like, this is the most kills and ever on the Ancient Apparition in the first 20 minutes ever.
Well, Samel's gone down. The Aegis Immortal's being triggered, but can they really kill him again? The Ice Blast comes off cooldown in 2 seconds time. Thanks to Vortex, he sees nothing because the Moonlight Shadow is stronger. The Sentry Water's there. Echo Slam is out. Crit, rolling boulder forward. He gets the silence onto the Mirana. Ancient Apparition is low, but Earthshaker can't reach him anymore. They try and try, but they will fail. The Earthshaker will fall and Samael will live. And thanks to his 40.7 regeneration a second, he'll be back to full in no time.
It's like fountain regen. That's actually probably what saved him in that engagement there. The damage was adding up, but yeah, 40 health per second. That's something.
So if you can avoid the ganks, that Ice Boss is coming to the bottom lane. If Arteezy times this right, which he really could. He doesn't actually have the Gale, but he can Veil and then Nova. No, not going to happen. Have to remember that's not Naganim Scepter.
Yeah, the AA.
Yeah.
But right. This is...
just lets it go. He'll get hit by the arrow and Chronosphere. Well, combination is not going to work. Universe has to time walk himself out this one. Rappy is still going to go down to the Nova, but he won't die, especially when he pops Insatiable Hunger.
Solo dies at least, though.
Yeah, Crystal Mate's not so lucky.
Good to see him.
And Zai will take top tower.
Yep, space.
He's building... In fact, he's not just building. He has Radiance on the Sand King.
That's it's a good item here.
Yeah.
He's a core. You know, like we said, he was going to become the core of this game as the Sand King since he was laning versus a Broodmother. So, yeah, Radiance is a very good item here versus Shadow Fiend versus Broodmother. Completely negates the other damage. They do almost have their BKBs finished up, though, which that actually gives CG some potential to take some team fights whenever Chrono's down. As long as they can get some proper initiation coming out from either the Moonlight Shadow or the Earthshaker, they can actually fight with the BKBs.
Samael is just going full tank, plus 400 health as his level 20 talent.
Yep.
And now he's going Assault Cuirass after completing the full Mjolnir.
Yeah, at first I was starting to debate when I looked at the talents. I was like, oh yeah, 8% resistance and slow is decent, but you know, it's an AA. He only has 1.7 strength gain per level, and it's a core AA. You want to be able to survive in the fights, so definitely the more appropriate choice for him to get the health here.
When he's moving up to the top lane, it's the Observer Ward that's probably going to give him the confidence to fight around here. Moonlight Shadow will trigger, but again, underneath the Observer Ward, EG should be fully aware of what's going on. Zai moves forward, and he's got a Gem of True Sight. The Fire Strike is onto the Earthshaker. A quick fissure, but the Cold Feet and the Sandstorm work together. Find that opening, and they're going for a lot more. So Earth Spirit might have gone down. Here comes your Ice Blast on top of the Broodmother. Her BKB will trigger, but she's already chilled up a little bit. They needed a little bit more damage before Rappy can actually die. As the BKB wears off, he won't be at the threshold, however, but Zai able to hit the Burrow Strike with the gem. Nowhere for Rappy to hide. And almost feels like Zai is the perfect Rappy counter with the way he's built this.
Yeah. Just Clutch Gamers saw Crit rotating toward top, so they tried to set up a play onto him, but unknown to them was EG wrapping around from the left side, and that freshly picked up gem from Crit put on Zai. Just able to get several kills up. No buyback on the Broodmother. Earthshaker does have Echo Slam when he respawns, but this is just what we were talking about. The way that EG pushes buildings is after getting kills.
Zai was having a bit of a deeper look in. Gabby and Crit playing around the bottom rune. Nothing to really be gained from that, apart from maybe AG coming over for a couple of kills. But the Plague Wars are doing the work. SF waiting his time out of the cover of smoke.
Same lane, Gabby.
Blast. The Chrono is going to connect. Again, getting caught, Gabby. out of position, able to leap nice and quickly. Don't know if he's actually got the movement speed to escape from this, nor win the silence. Chris just way too good. Flying solos the ulti fly, but Samael is there, ready to hit him like a truck.
Yeah, this is going to be a full-blown record breaker for AA. 220 CS, 26 minutes, 14 kills.
I don't think Samael knew what he was going to do when he got to this point. He had AC, now he's looking at BKB, and
that's the game-ending build, right? BKB, so he can actually like safely siege and take buildings.
Zai just goes in. He killed the Brute Brother with a Pirate Strike. Caustic Finale is what ticks him out at the end. And Armel, so low on life, don't walk into it. He walked into it. The BKB's going to wear off. The Ice Blast connected. He'll trigger out. And GG, we don't hit the level 25 on the Ancient Apparition. That's the only disappointing thing from EG in this game. Worked like a dream.
Their draft was very fun, do I have to say. Like, they just steamrolled through the laning phase. They got exactly the setup with the lanes that they wanted, and
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through? For you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through? For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Zeus potential. It's very good versus Timbersaw. You want to have that like heavy magic damage versus that hero. So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Well, we get to go into the game. So let's rumble and see the Zeus return. Up against raindrops, though? Like, isn't that one of the primary reasons why Zeus kind of pissed out of the meta?
Yeah, he did, but I think it's more about the lane in this time, and they also have an AA, so potential super high. And their team fight now is even better across the board, and their global potential. You know, they have Zeus AA plus an Arc Warden, so an Arc Warden double going around for kills has a lot of kill potential whenever the Zeus and AA ult are up. This is fun. Thank you, EG. They're blessing us with some enjoyable games.
Thanks for making things interesting, EG. Well, I'll see you later. I want to see if they switch. Everyone is staying as they are. So Sumail will be running the mid. Zai will be the Ancient Apparition, and Universe will be off lane. With safe lane RTZ Arc Warden, and already crit very quickly smoke and TP out to the bottom lane.
Yep.
Get that Obs Ward down.
The Bat Rider is a very strong hero in the offlane when you're versus these type of situations where you're versus like a Treant Protector +1, but the fact that it's an Arc
then he'll have nothing to maneuver to.
Yeah. The one concern I'm having for EG right now is their lack of lockdown and catch. It's pretty much all on Earthshaker. They have Root as well once he gets 6 online on the Treant Protector, but other than that, it's very minimal. While on the side of Clutch Game, they have the team fight oriented disable.
TZ actually found the Observer Ward thanks to the aggressive ward that was planted down very early on by Crit.
Yeah, that's pretty big actually. Getting that
They're actually going to give... Okay, because he got the ward, and maybe that was the reason why Sumail was pinging out, calling out TZ a greedy bastard. So they let Zai have the bounty.
Yep. Fly solo. He's trying to cliff Sumail. Sumail just
Patience from
turns
Zoe.
away from it. Hey, wait a minute. We didn't comment on this. We didn't comment on this. Magnus support, by the way.
Wait, it is Magnus support?
What else are they going to lane him?
Good point. With a Timbersaw pickup, it has to be.
Is he going for a curse snipe? Oh my god, he's going to get it.
It's the bottle as well. It's the bottle and the sentry ward. One more hit.
Oh,
wait,
he's got a range.
Movement speed. He's got skewer.
What?
Bullshit.
What was that attack range?
I don't know. The skewer looks long enough. Practically, it should work.
I mean, he didn't even use skewer. He just attacked it.
Yeah. But look at the size of his spear. That spear can't reach that far. I don't know what weapon can.
But the courier's 350. How did he catch up to it?
I don't know.
I guess it must have like clipped the frame of the tower, and it got put into range somehow. Okay, that was weird, but whatever. He gets the courier.
Yeah.
Support mag.
It pays off.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for all your pubs later on today. You're gonna get some mid AA, mid Earthshaker, roaming Magnus. Oh, good lord.
Oh boy. And Universe actually being so aggressive against Gabby, and Gabby's trying to do the same thing. He's got no points up in reactive armor. Universe is out. Doesn't want anything to do with this.
He almost was getting killed there. If it was like another like a quarter of a second, he would have gotten the Mango and Whirling Death on it. If it could have been death potential for Universe there. These lanes are actually not too bad for Clutch at all.
Wait for this bottom lane. Fly Solo's come down here. Rappy is currently feeding stick charges over. Pulls out. And Crit went Leech Seed level 1. That's why you're not seeing him just slip up the tree line, which doesn't exist.
Yeah, Leech Seed level 1. Rider here, but he's able to just get away.
With that bottle snipe, it's been such a hard lane now for Samael.
Yes.
15-6. He's got 8-0 against that Tiny. The Timbersaw's now getting free experience and farm up on the top lane, so he's before against the 6-0 Universe, but he's doing the fissure block. So he just basically blocks this line and then has the creeps run around that direction.
Yeah. The courier snipe is absolutely crucial to mess with the Zeus, because Zeus versus IoTiny, you can trade. You know, you're always going to be pushing the lane in, as we mentioned during the draft, and you can just like sit back and not really too worry about getting comboed, especially once you get your boots. But without your bottle, you don't have the spam potential.
Fly Solo came back. He came back for round 2 to try and find the courier, but it's not coming. Samael TP'd out. He didn't wait for the courier. Went all the way back to base.
Well, he got the bottle.
And then got the bottle from the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fly Solo won't find anything here. And in fact, he'll be scouted out by the Radiant Ops.
Support mag.
Maybe they just thought they didn't have another option. They had to get better lanes.
Bottom lane, Rappy getting some pressure on him from the cold feet, but he should be just fine. This tri lane is a bit weird from EG. I mean, that's the thing about playing with the AA. So you don't have any type of stun or straight up disable in a support role. RTZ, getting good free farm though. 17-7. Not as much as the Tiny, of course, but Universe just continues pulling this off lane. So he's trying to limit Gabby after that pretty tough start that he had. Losing the courier at the start like that hinders your whole team, because they get that surge of gold for Clutch gamers, and you don't have the ability to ferry out your items early on.
Samael has known what's been coming to that mid lane for so long. Brewbox just couldn't find any kind of opportunity. Well, Fly Solo Bounty Hunter. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, the lanes are still going pretty heavily favored for
Universe is
CG.
dead. Or is he?
Or is he?
I thought the Magnus was going to come a lot sooner. The Shockwave kicks in, 24 HP.
The armor.
And starts his TP. They've got no way to stop it. The living armor will protect him from Fly Solo's attack.
Okay.
And Universe takes first blood up on the top lane.
Gets a lot of gold for that first blood too. 512 going his way. Finishes up his soul ring. Wait, he sold it. I thought he had it.
Certain?
Guess he got rid of it. I think he wanted to get Tranquil Boots earlier. Wait, did he lose gold? So what happened? He definitely got a soul ring, didn't he?
Yeah, he definitely bought the soul ring.
Did he like sell it and lose gold or something?
Maybe he put the mango? Because he TP'd back. I don't think he had... I'm not certain.
Am I being a goofball? Someone will correct this, whatever. I could have sworn I just saw him pick up the soul ring, and then
the soul ring pop-up came up.
The soul ring pop-up came up.
He bought it and then sold it, most definitely.
It looks like he lost gold though, because he doesn't even have enough for it now.
Maybe he just bought something else. Like, what of his current items did he purchase?
Maybe
he bought a new
something.
TP
I don't know.
scroll,
Whatever.
at least.
We'll be able to glance back at someone will correct us and let us know. But
Yeah.
either way, taking a look at the lane still, it's heavily favored still for Clutch. They had some stacks coming out from the IO in the jungle, and Armel was able to farm those up, so he's got a big surge of gold coming his way. Almost level 6 now on the Tiny.
63 CS. He's cracked 3,300 net worth. He's actually got the same lead Sumail had over him in game 1. But Armel's on the hunt. So is Crit, waiting on a double damage rune. He has to take this. He can't save it any longer. Boombox is going to take it from him.
Always good to kind of camp runes when you're playing versus IO. Of course, it's a bit different with the introduction of all the bounty runes everywhere, but still definitely don't want him to get
Arteezy's
those.
putting the spirits down with a vortex. Ravi can just jump away and fly. Solo's going to show himself. Arteezy again. Having just trigger the raids, the skewer, it misses on Zai. The damage output so high. Zai, can he actually live through this? No more stick charges available. As Rappi just fireflies himself around, the damage is still not enough to get a kill.
He's got Flux now. Yep, bye-bye, Rappy.
He has to go back down again. At the same time, Universe dies on the top lane.
Gabby got level 6, just able to shotgun him down.
Gabby's really trying to zone him out. Hey, why not? 3 points up in reactive armor. Okay, that's the reason why not. Cold Feet's going to be able to latch onto him. The Chakram's still burning. They need one more hit to really reach. Vision's on cooldown for too long. The Cold Feet and the damage from the tower. It's still not enough, however. He gets far enough away, turns for the Chakram. Zai's chased up way too far. Gives the kill over to Gabby. Universe did not have the control ready to go. Really good moments here for the Timbersaw. Teezy's trying to have another crack over at Rappy.
Gonna get the slow, but the raindrop eats it up, and they don't have Zeus ulti or anything else to commit just yet. How's our experience doing on the side of EG? Level 4 on AA, level 3 Stream Protector. We're suffering a bit on the experience comparison. The lanes are still definitely going in favor of CG, although the kill score is 3-3. The Tiny is absolutely free farming.
Universe really doesn't have a big fight against Gabby. You saw him throw the totem out then. Obviously now there's 4 charges of reactive armor for him. But he hits him and does almost nothing. It's a level 1 totem and level 2 in the aftershock. Just such a different kind of way of looking at the Earthshaker now. He's playing the off lane and not the mid.
Still farming decently. I mean, it's not great, but he of course like denied a bit of farm from the Timbersaw getting those side pulls. But he's still on the road to recovery in comparison to his counterpart. Sumail as well, getting that farm up now, up to 3,000, going for that Midas build. They've got to go for greed here on EG because of their
The way they
bizarre draft. Yeah. Thing is that Clutch also has a little bit of a strange draft. They just have more like standard core lanes, like the Timbersaw safe lane, the IO Tiny mid. The thing is that they have a Magnus who's just kind of running around, but he actually has done pretty okay after the laning phase so far.
Armel would love to fight here. He needs someone to come in closer, however. Okay, they're not going to come.
He's got a blink already, dude. It's like 9 minutes. That's actually really problematic for EG.
As long as he can find the openings for kills. In the meantime, EG continue to farm up. Like, you've now finished the Midas also. Arteezy around the same time, and Rappy blocked out by the Wraith. Sumail with the kill secure. Throws the ulti out, would let him see what's behind him, and then the blink, avalanche toss. Crit's gonna drop down low, quick living armor, has his leech seed available as well. Trigger it's over on the Tiny, needs to keep himself away from the spirit balls. The boombox he's unable to do so. The Wraith will chase down towards the Tiny, but Io helping negate a lot, but Arteezy's a decent amount of damage still. Until he's dead.
He's pretty tanky.
Armel went back
One more hit.
around the trees. Around the trees, no! The punch wasn't thrown. The shockwave will be, however. Arteezy will fall to fly solo.
Right on the edge of the shockwave.
They are all so low, though. So low.
The amount of damage that Spark Wraith does, the amount of damage that Arc Warding does is just, it's really unexpected. People aren't used to really playing versus the hero, but yeah, he's just still able to be brought down because of that over-level Tiny with Blink Dagger and the heals coming out from Boombox as well. AA Blast is going, though. Yeah, he looks like they're going to go for the Shrine, though, and they should be just fine. That could have been a little bit problematic if they didn't.
Boombox should get chilled by it, at least. Unless he moves faster.
He's still fine. Even if he got hit by it, he
didn't. He actually dodged getting chilled by it.
They've got Relocate online now, too, so if they do see any opportunities, they can just go for it.
Where's the ping gonna come? They
Fly
want it.
Solo's ready. He's got RP. He's smoked up. He's walking to enemy jungle. He is looking for somebody. He's looking for either Sumail or Arteezy jungling.
He doesn't see him.
Not yet.
Arteezy pretty close, thanks to the out-observe ward. Now they get the vision, so... Well, you start off with one. Here goes your
comes.
RP over on both Clone as well as Real. They toss him around, the avalanche hits in, and Arteezy will fall. Support RP works. Boombox, however, is almost dying.
He's dead.
That's the clone.
Spark rates, dude. So much damage. 4-second cooldown on 280. Spawn 2 of them at a time when you have your Tempest double up. It is quite overpowering. Sumail goes for rotation. He actually finds the kill onto Gabby, so that's a very big kill for them.
They're slowing down Tiny. With the Vortex, Universe going to connect on the future, which means Nicole feed. It doesn't actually trigger in time. Armel, not going to live. Sumail's able to get the last little bit of magical burst into him.
Good rotations.
Coming on bottom lane, Crit will die. 4 hero movement from CG.
That's a Blink Dagger now going to be finished on Batrider after that kill.
Fantastic for him. The initiation is through the roof for Clutch. Having both the Tiny as well as the Batrider able to blink in.
Mag will have one eventually, of course not for quite a while, because like we said, this was a support Mag who was running around for you guys who didn't see the beginning of this game.
I'm still wondering if his Empower really helps anybody.
It'll help a little bit on the Tiny, you know.
Tiny to let's say flash farm. He's taking Ancient, so he's definitely believing
Yeah.
that that's where the farm will come. Universe, Avalanche toss. Actually, in that case, it was a toss Avalanche. The Wraith doing minimal damage to a Tiny. He's gone all out as well for the fight. 4-4-0-1 as the build. Tiny now, maybe he's overstaying his block, and the Ice Blast connects with the Zeus Lightning Bolt. Enough damage. Arteezy will find the kill. Gabby looking to come from behind. Going to counter side, coming back towards the tier 1 tower. At the same time, Rappy having to battle against Arteezy and Arteezy. And now Arteezy has lost Arteezy, so CG will continue to battle him, backing on the top lane. Living Armor was regenerating Arteezy.
Too many Arteezys.
A lot of Arteezys. Boomback's back behind the tier 1 tower. He's
Flux,
still
though.
burning, however.
Gotta hug your teammates with Flux in order to break that spell. Bottom lane. Crit
Relocate.
Stalking.
If Tiny waits long enough, like you still have RP, so if Crit wants to initiate here,
Zeus is coming though, so is the AA Blast. AA Blast, it looks like it's going to be off the mark, but Sumail is there. He doesn't have a crazy amount of mana. Soul Ring is up in a second though, and they should be able to clean him up.
yeah. No skewering out of that one, no surviving out of it, no reason to commit the RP. The IO was not in position to be with the Tiny just to relocate and change the tide of that battle. Meanwhile, EG do still hold the gold advantage. It's not much.
They just got the gold advantage, finally. They were actually behind for the majority of that early game. So those
I really wish this would
rotations.
sync. Why doesn't this sync?
Time updating, right? It's only by intervals, minute intervals, so it does take a little moment for that one to update, but yep.
Dota, please.
First time they've actually pulled ahead in the net worth with the Midases being picked up on both Arteezy and
Armel.
Sumail.
Avalanche, he's still got the toss of Fireball, combining it with the Wisp Spirits. Crit should drop down very low. The Leech is giving a little bit more life, but the Ice Blast, it connects onto Armel. Boombox not affected by it, but they cannot regenerate the Tiny, and the relocate doesn't come in time. It was attempted, but that means he's coming straight back again. Universe will wait. Does he attempt? No, he doesn't have a TP scroll available. He has to come back to the fight. No one's close enough to tether back out to. And with the extra help from Zai, Sumail
That's worth it.
clicks R from base, finds kill.
That's definitely worth it, man. He's a mid Zeus. Needs that experience, that little bit extra that he gets from getting those kills.
So greedy.
Yeah, a little bit. He only gets like 110 because they changed the way that global potential works from Zeus Ultimate. When you get kills like that, you only get like half of the experience, but I mean, it's greedy, but as a core Zeus, I think it's pretty appropriate to do that. That extra Surging Gold getting you your next item quicker is very important, especially when he's their big main source of damage in their team fights for now. Arc Warden takes quite a long time to build up for that damage dealer.
But he's trying.
Yeah, he's got the Maelstrom.
With the Maelstrom and Midas, he's kind of got everything he needs to begin that farm.
Yeah, he'll probably do like the standard build that we've seen, you know, the Shadow Blade, probably even finishing the Silver Edge this game versus Timbersaw into like Orchid, etc.
You're also soon going to have the double blinks up on EG. The first one came into the hands of Universe, and Sumail is going for the second one.
Oh, he's actually got it now. Okay, good. Universe is actually on good timing. He had a little bit of struggle in the laning phase versus the Timbersaw, as to be expected, but 15 minutes, still pretty decent timing coming out for him.
And they're going to use it straight away. It wasn't revealed. He bought it after the fight on the bottom lane. No Echo Slam is available, however, so if they are going to do something...
They have a lot of magic damage, though. Ice Vortex with Zeus is absurd damage under a fissure for the catch.
But they're on the wrong side. They obviously don't know this, because CG came down to finally farm up the Ancient Stack for the Tiny. So it's the Magnus in power combining up with the Tiny to clear up what I believe was a quad stack.
This one was more like a warding expedition. They are going to find Rappy with it, but the main like, situation they wanted to do here is get like a ward into the enemy jungle, and then maybe hope for like a different kind of pickoff. But getting the Bat Rider is just fine.
Oh, okay.
Playing Sumail now.
Yep, it's up. Mel's ready to pressure in the bottom lane. With the help of Gabby, this should be very, very simple. And EG will have to go for the straight trade-off. I say simple. You do have the Ice Blast flying through the map down south. So Mel will be hit by this. He's having to stick around just too long, and it's such a huge radius as well.
It's just a stall tactic. I mean, it doesn't really stall at all, but that's kind of what they wanted to do. Because the thing is that EG's tower killing is very weak.
They're relocating. They're coming for Zai. Crit has to let the overgrowth go, but he didn't catch the Tiny. The blink was too fast. Universe will come in. Echo Slam's available, but Bat Rider blinks in a fraction of a second after it was done, so he doesn't get stunned up by that. And be stunned up by the totem. Fissure off cooldown in 1 second time. Rappy, well, he's still in Firefly, so the Fissure won't control enough. They jump over, looking for Crit. Crit wants to go invis. It's taking so damn long, not to mention he's losing his trees, but there's enough. They still actually have Crit invis for the moment. And alive. Flamebreak won't tick him out.
They almost wanted to re-engage there. Sumail and Arteezy porting up top. But
we have our 5th point dagger online. This one's in the Magnus.
That's a big one. Wow, dude, he's got a good time too. This is the roaming mag. He's got a level 11. He's got blink dagger already. It's 18 minutes.
It's not like he just like avoided death either. He's 1, 2, 3 on this Magnus.
Yeah, their team fight is very strong now on the side of CG. And they actually have like tower pushing potential. Once this Tiny gets his Aghanims online, they can actually siege. EG just needs to take like team wipes in order to siege properly. Same kind of thing as the last game. Arc Warden can, but he's just like, the split push here. They make space for him, and he's able to take a tower when they're doing all that space.
But the better split pushes are still going to be CG.
Yep.
Like having Io and Tiny means you're able to commit heavily into the lane. I say that the clones are almost as good as heroes anyway.
Yeah, but they're also playing versus a Train Protector, so that kind of like deters it a little bit, and he doesn't have the Aghanims online just yet. But EG needs to watch their positioning and how they take these fights, because with that Magnus Blink Dagger, can
they're waiting for something. Rappy's just destroying trees, looking for Crit.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to get like wrapped around from behind either, if they do want to go for some type of siege.
I still can't believe this is a real thing. Clone can BT in.
Yep.
Can mop up an entire creep wave, and then not only that, can continue to push the creep wave if he has the higher levels.
Oh, don't you worry. Wait till he gets online big enough and he can just go solo kill the Wisp because of Zeus ulti. Playing support versus Arc Warden when he gets farmed is actually one of the worst things ever, because you're just like, oh, it's just a clone. Oh my god, I'm dead.
That's why you run full cores, right? That's why the Magnus was picked up. They just smoked right on top of the Radiant Observer ward. So EG, they can prepare themselves for this fight, and they are.
Yep,
they're all grouping up in mid. Here they come. Bat Rider into the Firefly. Sumail is the closest one, lets the Lightning Bolt go. Stops Flyslot from instantly on a blink in, but Sumail, the Living Armor won't protect the Ice Blast. It does a little bit of work with the Tiny, but the RP hits perfectly. The 4 heroes, you may as well say 5, because the Clones was included in this one. It holds them in position, but then Universe controlled the rest of Clutch. He did so much work on the back line that EG will only lose 2. Nope, sorry, Gabby arrives. Make it 3. Sentries are there, so he knows Crit's somewhere around. Chakram, he has it, but he's not certain where. He'll back out.
If Gabby was there for that RP, that would have been a full 5-man wipe right there, right away from CG. That was a beautiful RP coming out. They get the initiation onto Sumail before he like tries to use the Zeus ult to kind of cancel the Blink Daggers, cancels the Bat Riders, but Tiny gets the jump off first. So Sumail's damage potential in that fight was negated heavily. Beautiful RP from CG. But not having Gabby there was definitely the big downfall for CG, losing so many heroes, losing 4. So what, it was 4 for 3 at the end of the day?
Yep, I believe so. But Arteezy's still fighting strong. Highest net worth on the field, continues to grab that whenever he does this split push.
got the Shadow Blade finish now too with the Maelstrom. So split push, split push, split push, farm, farm, farm. RTZ versus the world.
Means you can also build into that Silver Edge against the Timber
Bottom
later
lane.
on.
Crit's in some trouble. The dust coming out from Rappy.
Drag him away. Treant Protector. He doesn't have the Overgrowth, however. Zai will arrive. You don't have Ice Blast on cooldown for 5 more seconds, but it won't matter. The damage amplification just allows Zai, in fact, to get the last hit there.
He actually got a... Crit is worth a lot of gold right now. Like, usually you see crit on the Treant Protector is not worth that much. Armel, maybe in some trouble here. Fissure coming out.
Those raids, Universe's ultimate position. The Ice Blast will connect. It hit onto Gabby as well. He's got to be careful. But if you can kill off RTZ, it's worth it. But Universe, the skewer, Fly Solo comes over. This Magnus, heavy lifting with those wonderful legs. Universe, however, he's got the control. Boombox comes back in again. Do they have enough? With a Thunder God's Wrath, they actually do. Zai finds himself a triple kill on the Ancient Apparition. I thought we'd left the carry AA behind, but he's working hard, looking for Boombox who can tether himself up towards the creep wave. The Fissure will connect. One Lightning Bolt will do it. Samael will take this one. And Clutch losing heroes. Timber may not be done yet. Chakrams through, chains down. Wondering if Universe was going to blink, but Universe goes the long way around back where he has vision of the Observer Ward. But it's Zai, the man who just got the big killing spree, who's going to give his life over. Rappy will take it for 426 gold.
He got a lot of gold, though, on the AA, and a lot of experience coming out. He's level 13 now. Like this AA is 13, and how much is Treant Protector? 12. So, yeah, EG's very leveled on their supports as well.
Do you like the Rod of Atos on the AA over going something like the Aghanim Scepter upgrade?
I love the Atos now, yeah. It's just, the build-up is great just for your tankability, and then also just that root versus Timbersaw is very important. Like we were saying, the thing about EG's lineup is their lack of lockdown and catch in these type of fights. They have Earthshaker and Treant Protector, and that's pretty much it. If they have an Atos as well, it's going to help so much. Isolate the Wisp, isolate the Timbersaw, blow them up right away.
We have another blink online.
How many blinks is this?
This is 6 in total. The current one is going out to Crit on the Courier.
Oh, dude, that's what I was saying, man. Crit, like for this game, he's actually very farmed on a Treant Protector. Usually you don't see him get this much net worth, but he has been split pushing and getting a lot of trade-offs.
Ice Blast, barely missing on Rappy.
RTZ on the prowl bottom. This is a real RTZ too. This is not a double.
That's now the double.
Now it's a double.
But Armel has... actually can't remember the last time I saw a Tiny do this. Most Tinies, like I've been watching, are more full-on aggression. Like it's all about amplification of damage. But he's gone for the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, we're just, like they don't really have a great objective taker, so he's gonna be acting as that building sieger. Since they're playing versus a Treant Protector, they have to be able to take buildings in one swoop, and that's what the Aghanims provides you. The cleave is also quite good on top of the Magnus. If you gets a big RP, Aghanim Scepter with Tiny, you're able to just actually bring down people without needing.
Oh yeah, this is so close.
Only Empower, but Empower and Aghanims, that's pretty sweet for Tiny with this type of setup.
Well, over they come. They're coming down to the tier 2 tower on bottom lane. They just lost their tier 1 tower on top. It was the Bat Rider who was considering defending it. So with the Aghanim Scepter, yeah, attack speed's not fantastic until Boombox kicks in. But it means EG cannot go for a trade-off. The Ice Blast will slow him down, actually connects on all 3. Universe straight to the Echo Slam, combining up with the Thunder God's Wrath, but the damage is minimal. But will it be enough? Boombox is not going to shatter. Rappy has to keep running out this one, and we actually have the frickin' Nimbus up and running. Goodbye, Magnus.
And they get the Courier as well. So the pipe coming into favor right there from Gabby. Uses pipe onto Tiny, so the damage was actually like very negated from what was coming out. I think he probably would have lived anyway, but if the Nimbus Cloud and everything else did connect, it probably would have been a different kind of story. But yeah, like you said, Zeus now finishing up that Aghanim Sector, and he is going to be close to level 20. So if he goes for that 0.5 second Lightning Bolt mini stun and Aghanims, it's actually quite a lot of disable coming out from that. The stun becomes very obnoxious.
It just feels odd though to see like so much magical damage in the hands of EG with some of the amplification. I saw how well they used it in the last game to not have a veil on anyone from Evil Geniuses.
That's very true. I mean, they don't really have an ideal holder of it is the thing this game, right? Like AA, maybe after Atos, you can kind of go for it. It might be decent, but the mobility is much more
justified
important.
on the Zeus early on.
I think he needs the mobility, and he wants more. The thing is, like with the Aghanims, he gives the global potential with the Arc Warden, so I can understand why he would do that over Veil.
Fly Solo, he just put down the Sentry Ward. He can't RP, however. Rooted up. There goes your lasso. Dragging Crit out of the range of the trees, but Fly Solo is just so damn low. Arteezy there to fight once more. They need extra vision. Thunder God's Wrath is just coming off cooldown now. Arteezy can't get... Okay, maybe he can. He just runs forward at the cover of Shadow Blade. Remember that Thunder God's Wrath's available. Samael will fall, so he gives us his last ditch. The top lane is where he actually went down, but he helps the bottom lane 5 more kills.
Yeah, he was split pushing top and just got... They literally just actually TP'd and walked it in with Drum. The movement speed increase was enough for them to catch him, but tower gain for EG as well as a kill. They're now almost they're actually 6,000 gold in advantage at this point just because of splitting up the map from Clutch.
With Rod of Atos plus the plus 30 health regen, Ancient Apparition is not the easiest target to kill.
He's tanky.
Ice Blast is going to actually not affect anybody. I always thought the arc was meant to be a lot larger for the chill effect for what it flew over.
It's only right over the projectile.
Yeah. Like you see this huge circle coming and you're assuming anything that's going to be in this area is going to be hit by it. Okay, that's not a piece.
Doesn't even look like one. Let's get your head out of the gutter.
It's just the top, just the tip. EG's on the hunt once more, saying crit forward.
They have good vision this game. Clutch has actually also had very good vision throughout majority of stages. They've had very deep wards, scouting both the secret shop and EG's jungle. Set up now. Ooh, just up the mark.
He was really hoping for that. At the same time, Fly Solo knew the Observe ward was down there. So he was hoping just to mop it up.
Last drum usage committed by Armel to try to help him and Boombax escape from this dreaded Tempest double.
And they'll be able to do so. Real Arteezy's back in the mid. Relocate's coming in, so Universe Echo Slams quickly, but it's just Boombax arriving. Armel hits the Avalanche, but Universe, Yule Scepter, actually bought him time. That was the Yule Scepter from the Timbersaw, and now Arteezy kicks over for the lasso. It will be able to connect. Ice Blast will give Arc Warden something to fight with here. Unless he can reach that Invis rune, Arteezy should die underneath the Firefly, but then again, which one's the real Arteezy? He's actually tanky up at half-life. The Rod of Atos connects over on Rap. He can't keep running. I will keep him alive a little bit longer thanks to the tether, but it's not enough. Now Tipper Chain Gabby finally will bring down that pesky Arc Warden, but being the sole survivor was not the life he wanted, so he accepted his death to Universe.
EG's collapsing so quick in this game. They find the pick off on the Magnus, who's farming very low. Universe doesn't really have to commit too much. I think it was just what, Nimbus Cloud? It was Nimbus Cloud plus just like an enchant totem fissure. They find the Magnus before the fight even starts, and then CG's kind of outnumbered, and Arteezy actually surviving so long in that engagement because of how tanky he is, just from the strength gain that Arc Warden does have. You know, he has 2,200 health with like only like Silver Edge for his HP pool.
Can CG even work out which one the real one is? And
that's what it looked like.
It's so chaotic, you don't know which one to go on.
It looked like they were a bit confused, but yeah, just a lot of damage potential coming out from AEG as we expected with the Ice Vortex. And
like I started calling Arteezy as a fake one just because that's where Clutch was going.
Oh, bottom lane Fly Solo again just gets detonated. Nimbus Cloud Fissure, Lightning Bolt.
I think he was dead before any of that, like even before the Nimbus really had the effect.
It's true.
But this is working great for Samael. Like he's almost finished his entire, in fact, he has finished his entire Bloodstone.
That's very big here. Having that increased mana regen is super important. He's been suffering on mana pretty much the whole game because he wants to just be spamming and pushing lanes out non-stop.
TP's coming in. It's the Arc Warden arriving.
What's he got? Finished
into the Silver Edge. It's down in towards Timbersaw. The lasso, but there's multiple Arc Wardens to fight this one out in Universe. The perfect fissure splits him up into the Echo Slam. Supports arrive from the BKB Tiny. He really needs to go big now, Armel, but he's losing Bombax. There was so much damage still there. They go in time and time again, and leaving one hero left alive. The Tiny. No way for him to survive. It's just perma lockdown from evil geniuses.
EG is just always with the number advantage somehow. They're playing versus a Wisp or versus IO, and they're still always being able to get there faster because of the boots of travel on Arc Warden. And they aren't ever. Arteezy gets lassoed up, and he's just full HP after the engagement comes out. Leech Seed, Living Armor, innate tankiness is just too much for them to kind of burst through. That was the first showing of the BKB as well. And what happened? He just gets. I mean, again, this is just the story of the game. People getting picked off all over the place from Tempest Double, Nimbus Cloud.
Just didn't make a lot of sense that he also still kept running down that far. Maybe it's because he just felt like he needed the money.
He's getting picked off a lot though.
He's trying to get the hood, so at least he's got some kind of like protection to all the burst.
Yeah. We saw one good RP so far, but he's not really able to get the situation where he can get into the lines because, like you said, if there's so much like damage coming, clouds, some random fish flying out, scouting out as well, kind of stop the blink dagger.
Yeah. EG will take using that newfound crit to give him his extra
Yep, going for that. Wanted to get this damage potential first.
Looking for target. Clutch. Bottom lane, but EG in the top. Just going for a very long time. Don't know how Clutch is meant to.
Easy on the prowl.
Somehow baiting up. I'm not certain where they are. Bird's actually going to TP himself back. Bottom lane. Blast connected. The yours, but the blast is able to keep home in time.
The double silver edge is just so crucial here. He gets the first silver edge application. The Timbersaw gets to about like half health. Then the Tempest double comes out. Another silver edge hit reapplies it, so he's not able to get the reactive armor during any of that. Then the AA blast comes on top, and it's just.
Initiate onto an eye. Tiny combo. That is down, but yeah. Don't drag that any. Minutes doesn't even get a hit. Evil geniuses secure themselves. And this, they can battle, I believe.
He had some nice moments, a little bit strange, but they cheat this slow. They're playing